Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Dutch bucket using a 5-gallon food grade bucket. We got it at Lowe's or Home Depot here. Tractor Supply also sells them in a variety of colors. I happen to be just using a white bucket because that's what they had at the store. So we're going to show you how to make this with the a bucket, a 3-inch piece of 1/2-inch PVC pipe. So we're going to cut 3 inches off this pipe. We have what are called top hat grommets. You see that they're a little bit more narrow on the top here. We have a hole saw kit that we got at Harbor Freight. This is probably one of the best things I got at Harbor Freight. It comes with a ton of different sizes here. To put our hole on the side of the bucket, we're going to use an 1 1/8 inch hole saw here. The kit was, I think with the coupon, it was like $10. Pretty good deal, I think. So we're going to first start off by flipping our bucket over and just kind of finding the center. Some of the buckets, they have a little notch that seem to be center from the handle. What I'm trying to do is get this so it's kind of the center of the bucket here is the handle. So if you have to pick it up, it's easier to do. And of course my pencil is broken here to mark that. Let's see here, we'll just mark it with this here. So what I want to do is I want to measure 2 inches down from here, and the center is probably from the handle, looks like it's right about in this area here. Use a black Sharpie marker to do this, but this will work here. I'm going to measure 2 inches down, and I'm just going to put a little mark here with a drill bit. You kind of feel it there. Just going to use a regular drill. These bits fit right in here. Tighten it up. Lays inside. You see my double check my mark here. Just tape measure. About the center. This is not the most accurate way of doing this, but it works. Let's see if I can get something out of this pencil. No, it's right about here. And start slow and takes no time at all. Get that out. We now have our pull the bucket. We're going to take a top hat grommet, and these just kind of fit right snug in there. There's a groove cut in here that will fit between the inside and the outside of the bucket. Kind of snap into that groove. So that's what we're going to try to do here. Oop. Push it right through. And that's in there pretty good. Well, once you get your pipe going in there, it'll kind of push that out against the sides and make a nice watertight seal. This is 3-inch, or I'm sorry, this is 1/2-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe. Another great tool we got at Harbor Freight was these PVC pipe cutters. It cuts through PVC pipe like butter. I'll show you that here in a minute. We're just going to take about a 3-inch section. It doesn't have to be exact either. We're not this measurement doesn't have to be exact. So on here, it's coming to right about here on this. So I just take these ratchet. Be very careful. This will cut your finger right off. It's right about there. Just ratchet down on it. It's right through that pipe. No time at all. These save a lot of time. These will cut, I think, up through 2 or 2.5 inch pipe. They work great, especially for this hydroponics project. We had a number of pieces of pipe we had to cut. The hardest part about this whole thing is getting this in here. This is the tricky part. So you want to hold it from the inside, and you need to kind of work it through there. There we go. That one actually went in pretty easily. You don't need a lot on the inside, but you need a lot for, you just need enough for the elbow. And if you look in there, you'll see what we got going on there. And that's our pipe on the outside there. So we're just going to put a elbow on here on both sides. It's my tub of PVC parts. The elbow goes on, and it goes so your piece is down in the water. So what will happen is, once the water rises up to this part in the pipe, it'll eventually start to flow through here and down into your drain. And that is our bucket. Very simple to make. We're going to put a 5-gallon paint strainer on top of here. We're also going to take one of these lids, and we'll do that next here. We're just going to drill a hole with our hole saw, and the kit here. Where did I put the take this off with the Harbor Freight set? You just got to change. You spend a lot of money on hole cutters at your other hardware stores. They come with preset sizes, where these you just change your bits around. It's a little time consuming, but it's not that big of a deal. It saves you some money, and you're not doing it all that much. So we'll just take our bit out here, and we line it up here with the. There's a notch in the screw here that you line up with the set screw on the top here, and you just tighten that guy down. For the bigger size hole saw that we're using here, this is I think this is 4-inch. It's the biggest one in the kit. You use a drive plate that comes with it. The drive plate goes on here. Actually goes through. Remember here. I think it goes through like this. Put the drive plate in there. I might actually have this backwards. Can't remember. Either way, I'm sure it's going to work just fine. And that bone screw. Tighten that up. Just going to drill 2 of these while we're doing it. We have our board here that you can see that we've been abusing. I'm just going to line the bit up the center of the lid right there, or as close as we can.
I think it works the other way.
This one? There we go. And just slowly. Yep. A little bit more. Oh, a little uneven. There we go. Got our whole cut. We'll eventually just cut this with another pair of scissors that we have for that. Cut the other hole in the lid while we have this big hole saw on. Time it all. Take that off. So we'll put the we'll put a 2-inch, or I'm sorry, we'll put a 5-gallon paint strainer inside here. It'll only be supported by really once the lid is snapped on there. We'll fill that 5-gallon paint strainer with perlite and put our plant in there. We're going to be putting a tomato plant in here that we have been sitting in a bubbler that we cloned from one of the other plants here that broke off when we were trying to move it. So we were able to save it, and we're going to start another plant with it. More on that later. Thank you for watching.